guys, it's Denise from LoomaHat.com, and on this video I'm going to talk to you about the ultimate oval loom knitting set. And I do want to let you know right off the bat, this was sent to me by Leisure Arts to review, so it's not going to change what I have to say about the loom. My opinion is my opinion. It was a gift, but this is not a sponsored. So I'm not getting paid for this review. I was just given the loom. So that said, put out there, let's talk about it. The kit includes 2 oval looms and a matching hook, which I think it's cool because the hook never seems to match the looms, and this extremely awesome 7-pattern book. I really like this. I'm really happy with the design of the loom. It is an oval shape. It does give beginners the wrong concept, and that is that everything that you make on this loom is going to be oval. That is not the case. You can make a round hat with the oval loom. The fact that it is narrow like this because it's oval makes it great for storage, for you to handle, and for you to transport. A small 50 peg loom, and it actually works for a child's head. If you want to make a adult hat, you would need this big one. And as far as this huge loom, I think it gives beginners the wrong understanding that there is no way a human hat that this works for people, right? It must be for, I don't know, an elephant or something because it's so amazingly huge. But that is an incorrect understanding of the size of this loom. When your item is finished, because it's all about design, it will fit an adult. Okay, so don't let that distract you. It has a lot of pegs. You've got a high peg count on these looms. The large one is 70 pegs. The smaller loom is 54. The higher peg count does give you a tighter stitch with lighter yarn easily, and that is a good thing. The construction, it is a very lightweight. I mean, we're talking really lightweight, but it's funny because it's lightweight, but it doesn't feel flimsy, which I think is awesome, right? So you can handle this for a while and you're not gonna feel like, oh wow, I just did a, I don't know, weightlifting session because I've been with my loom in my hand for a long time. No, not the case. Nice lightweight, but a sturdy feel. You don't feel like you're gonna crack this. The pegs themselves are very important to me. The design of the loom is important, and I think that the design of the peg is key to the loom. So this one's a little tricky, right? You have a narrow head on the top of the peg. This is a good thing when you're doing certain stitches like pearls, because it's easy to pull the loop off and put it back on without too much effort. That is a good thing, and that is a bad thing. Why? Because if you don't know how to work that well, you can pull your loops off your pegs before you're ready. And that is one of the most frustrating things, especially if it's happening to you for the first time. The other thing about the construction of the loom, which is totally beyond me, I have no idea why this is, you have this split on both of the looms. I don't know why. Let's talk hook. Alright, the hook has a nice rubber grip. And as far as like the tip, it's a bit blunt. So I'm liking it. You don't really need a really sharp hook for this particular loom. For some people, this blunt tip might be a little problematic with some certain types of yarn, but overall I think this is a good thing, and I love, love, love it for kids. Yeah, because You can't hurt yourself and you can't hurt anyone else. Let's talk about the book. Let's talk about this book. This is quite the bonus. It has 7 practical patterns that are good looking. The book is done very well. The pictures are clear and they look good. And get this, that I remember every one of the patterns has multiple sizes. So here's a really cool hat. I really like it. It's striped. And you can see here that you have infant, toddler, child, and medium size. That is super. That is super. But to make things even more wow, in this book, you will learn how to make socks on these looms. So what can I say about this? This is a lesson that is worth it, even if you don't care for the looms. So, I mean, come on, $14 to $19. I researched the price through many retailers, and I think the most expensive one that I saw was about $19. So being able to get 2 looms with the hook and an awesome book for that price range is amazing. I don't understand why more fuss isn't being made about this loom. I really feel like this kit deserves a lot more hoopla than it's getting. Here's another great thing about it is availability. So you don't have to go online. Well, most people won't need to go online. It is in some of your local stores. I understand that it's available at some Walmarts. You're gonna see it on eBay, Amazon, so many outlets. So availability is there. One thing that might be of concern is patterns. Most of the patterns that say small loom, small to medium, will work on the small loom. And yes, any pattern that says an extra large loom will work with the 70 peg large loom. So don't be discouraged by the fact that there aren't a lot of patterns out there, because you can take patterns that are currently available and just use these looms. Don't have the misunderstanding that because they are oval and they don't have the same peg count that you can't use it. So if there's a pattern out there for say the 40 or 41 peg loom, you could use that 70 peg loom for that pattern. It's really the size of the base. Folks get fixated on peg count, and the peg count is not really size, right? Peg count just dictates how tight or how loose your stitch is going to be, but not how big or how small your finished product is going to be. So don't let the size or the shape of this loom take you in that direction. All right, folks, so if I have to give it stars, I would give this product as a whole, the kit as a whole, I would give it 5 stars, because there is so much that you're gonna get for 20 bucks, and I'm talking on a high end, that, wow, well worth it at so many levels. So that's my opinion. Let me hear yours. Tell me what you think. If you've tried this loom, by all means, let us know how it worked for you, what you liked, what you didn't like, and give me some feedback. Till next time, you guys keep looming and come back and loom with me. Ciao. I'm done.